Another day. It's on my finger. Oh. All right. So anyways, I'm done with the project. My daughter, she wanted a window taken out of her room. It's a window that goes from her room into the sunroom. And the sunroom was added to this house that was built in 1961. And the sunroom, I think, was built around 1990. And it's kind of this is a bedroom in the house, and there's a window right there. There's a window kind of like that just goes out to the sunroom, and it creeped her out, so I went ahead and I took it out, and I put a built-in shelf there, and I used pallet boards to frame it in, and for the shelves themselves.
Bad idea probably, but I did it anyways, so don't get mad at me. I did a lot of things probably on this project that most people would say is stupid, but stupid, crazy, probably stupid. I did it anyways. So you just have to check it out. Anyways, I went ahead and I did it. I don't know if I have any, I didn't start recording this because I didn't think I was going to make a video out of this, but after I got going into it, I decided, what the heck, I might as well make a video because I'm not doing anything else, and, I want to post something, so here it is.
Well, how about that? So, Simona, I took out the window, and I'm inside the art room right now, obviously. There's your bed, and this is the wall. And I'm wondering if you want your shelf to go all the way back. I can just totally make a wall on this side, and then this whole area right over here, that could be your shelf. And if I don't hear from you, that's what I'm going to do. Instead of having like a divider in here, so there's a shelf on this side and a shelf on your side, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the whole shelf on your side to give you more room to put your stuff. And then I'm just gonna blank this off with a piece of drywall, spackle it, sand it, paint it, and unless you look very closely from a distance, you'll never see it. Let me know. Also, her room isn't normally this messy, but I'm doing some construction in here, so it's kind of disheveled, if you know what I mean. Now, there's a reason I don't drywall, because it requires a lot of finishing work. I'm not a good finisher. I'm good at demo, but finish work I am not good at. But I gotta say, for one of my first drywalling jobs, it's not turning out too bad. Definitely not perfect, but I hope that when I get paint on there, and I always say this, when I get paint on there, maybe it'll look better. And it never does, but hopefully when I get paint on there, it'll look better. Let me show you something, son. You see that? How I got the plastic in there and it's taped in place?
I do see that.
That's because I didn't have myself a liner.
Okay.
So I fabricated one for the job.
That's perfect.
So you don't always have to have the right tools, but you can make the right tool.
Yes,
That's a lesson there. I don't know what it is, but there's a lesson. It's all right. That black countertop looks pretty good. I like that. Nice light gray room. I dig it. Okay. I gotta get measurements. Okay, so here we are. We got that built-in complete. Now all we gotta do is throw the shelves in, and we are going to use, believe it or not, pallet wood. So to get my measurement here, it looks like it's about 9 3/8. So what we'll do is we'll cut that back to 8 inches so we have a nice inset. So 8 inches deep, and it should be about, what, 37 and a half? Come on now. Come on, Cletus. Okay, we'll just go ahead and we'll call it 35 3/4. Okay, so 8 inch by 35 3/4. And I can shave that as I need, but what I'll do is I'll glue a couple of pieces together, we'll plane them and paint them, and then we'll fit them in there. We'll grab ourselves 3 pieces of slats. These are the 2 inch by about 6 inch slats. What I'll do is I will rip the edges to clean the edges on the table saw, and then I'll measure them, and I will rip one piece down for the difference on each shelf. I'm doing 2 shelves, and they're going to be 8 inches deep and then 35 3/4 inches long. And I will rip them and then glue them and then plane them. All right, that's what we'll do. That's what I'm thinking anyways. But you know how things change around here. Just constantly. Let's see how we do here. She must be cold. This is how I start off in the morning. Come on, baby. Come on, sweets. I'm sure I have power over here. Yeah? We got power. Oh. Always check your cords, huh? There we go. Come on. Woo! Okay, so we have our edges cleaned up, I think. And if we take a look at the measurement on this board, it's about 5 3/4. So to get to our 8 inch mark, we'll need to rip our second board down to 2 inches and a quarter. Okay, 2 inches and a quarter. In this 19-degree weather. Okay. 2 inches and a quarter. Doesn't need to be perfect, right? Now, how often have I said not to glue when it's cold because the glue doesn't adhere that well? Well, my coffee's already cold, but it still tastes pretty good. I think I might glue inside. It's only a small project, so let's do it inside. Okay, I gotta keep it quiet because my wife is on the phone on a conference call. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here. Hopefully it's warm enough to stick. You know what I mean? I just want it to stick. clamp down. We'll let everything dry, and then we'll take it out and put it on the planer. Plane them down nice and smooth. This one right here, you can see I had to utilize a couple of 1-bys and a couple of extra wood clamps to try to flush this out. It had a pretty deep bow in it. That's a lot better, but I'll still have to plane that down quite a bit, which is okay. I was expecting to. But we'll check in when we're ready to plane. I'm back in the dungeon, my shop. And these have been clamped for a couple of hours. I hope it was long enough. I had time to go shopping with my wife. Ate a bunch of food. I'm energized. I just hope it was long enough, and I just hope it wasn't too cold. But we're going to go ahead and pass it through the planer. See if we can get these nice and flat. And then I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I think I'm going to take some of that sheetrock spackle and spackle the holes. Instead of using wood filler, because I just don't feel like making any, and I don't have any. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how this planes out. Chewing some gum. We don't have the power, Captain. Once again, check your cords. Looks pretty solid, pretty nice. Okay, not worried about the gap right there. But I will go ahead and fill in these holes with a little bit of spackle, and then we'll paint it white. Man, this is why I don't chew gum. It's so unattractive, and it's annoying. Okay, we'll go ahead and trim our edge on this one, and then we'll measure it down to 35 3/4. Make sure everything is set up at 0 degrees. I'll go remeasure that to make sure. I was gonna spit out my gum, but I'm enjoying it too much. Okay, so a little bit closer to 35.5. And that'll be okay. I don't want to pound this into place, tear up that drywall. So I'm going to cut it just shy of 35.5. Okay, so this is kind of goofy. I've never tried this before, and I'm sure people are saying, Brett, don't do it. I got myself a little plastic scraper here. I'm going to use that to go ahead and just putty in my screw holes here, because this is for my daughter's room, and she's not really into the rustic look. It'll be a little bit rusticy looking, because everything I do looks rustic, because I'm not that good at what I do. And when you're not good at something, it looks rustic. You know what I mean? Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Fill up all of our screw holes, and if I have a big old crack if I have a big old crack on this shelf right here, is what I'm saying, I'll fill that in too. All right? Okay. Okay, so now what? How about some pocket holes? What do you call that? Pocket holes. I decided to go with a smaller bit. See how that works. Okay, where's my electric driller? My electric drill thing. Where's it at? Okay, well, I'll meet you guys upstairs. Okay, so this is 32 inches. And I figure what I'll do is I'll mark this at 10. That'll be the bottom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Perfect. That's okay. We like it when it's difficult. You don't want it to be easy, no, do you? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. All right, the sucker's in there. See how the other one turns out. Shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. It's gonna turn out great. Yeah. This one needs to be shaved a hair. Okay, so my measurement from here to here is 35.5 inches. However, it kind of goes in a little bit. So I want to see, look at that. It wasn't as square as I thought it was. And this side is definitely much better. So I'm gonna go ahead on the right side. I'm gonna angle that cut from 35.5 to 35.25. The things we do for our kids, you know. Running up and down these stairs is like, it's like a death wish. I don't know, I don't have my miter saw just a little bit closer to where I'm working. That would just make too much sense. That's just not the way I roll. Okay. Now I can't remember which way it goes. I think it goes like this. Oh yeah, come on. Come on, sweets. Oh, perfect.
Good job, Dad.
Okay, yep. What?
Say good job.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Anytime.
Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, we'll go ahead and pre-drill our holes, or pre-screw our screws. Get them right here. See how this goes in there. All right.
Do you need a
Okay.
hand?
What's that, baby?
Do you need a hand?
Oh, I think if you want to hold up that side over there, that'd be awesome. You can stand on the bed.
Which side?
See how that. Let's keep it like right there.
Oh! I did not do that. Okay.
Dad, gummit, Simona. Okay.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Wait, do I need to raise it a little bit more?
I think that you'll be good right there. Oh, Dad, gum. It looks level from here. Everything looks good. I brought in the spackle because I am going to spackle these cracks. That big old crack. How'd that happen? Didn't I just cut this down? Well, anyways, I'll spackle it and then we'll paint it. And I bet you the spackle is going to be fine. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sand these little pieces right here. I only had to run outside 3 times before I remembered to grab it. I still think spackle's fine because I'm just gonna paint it. Just gonna paint it. It's not like it has to look like wood, right? Yeah, spackle works pretty good in there. So after I started this, I thought to myself, man, I could have just got myself some caulking and just caulked it in, right? That would have made a lot more sense. But really, since I really don't want to bust into a tube of caulking for such a small job anyways, just using your finger to fill in the cracks works pretty good. See that? Filling in the crack. Not too shabby. Now, if I was a good father, I would wait for the spackle to dry, but I'm not going to.
You are a good father.
I'm getting anxious. Oh, thank you, Simona. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, looking good. Looking good. Okay. We'll go ahead and get this painted up and come back in a few minutes and just see how it looks, okay? Okay. I think it looks good enough just like that. Is it perfect? No.
Yes.
But will it do?
Yes.
Yes.